In this video, we're going to take a look at the installation of Postgres on Windows. So let's get to it. We're going to first go to the link that you see right here on the screen and download the Windows installer. So I'm going to take that URL and paste it into Chrome. Once here, I'm then going to find the download the installer link at the very top. I'll click it, and then on this page, I'm going to select the latest version of Postgres available. For me, it is version 13 beta. If you see a newer version here, that should be just fine. Go ahead and grab it. Nothing that we're doing inside this course is going to be very dependent upon versions of Postgres. Version to version tends to be rather stable, and you don't often get a lot of breaking changes between versions. So go ahead and grab the latest version. I'm going to download the Windows installer. And then once that installer has been downloaded, I'm going to run it. I'll then be prompted to run this file. And then we'll see the installer appear. All right. Now I'm just going to wait for that installer to come up. There we go. It's going to go through some dependency installation. And after all that stuff is installed, we'll then be prompted with a wizard here. We're going to click Next. We're going to click Next. We're going to uncheck on the screen Stack Builder. So you'll notice there's Stack Builder right here. We do not need Stack Builder, so we're going to uncheck that and then click on Next. We'll then click on Next. And then finally, we need to enter a password right here. This is a password to log into the database on your local machine. I really recommend that you just enter password right here for right now. This can be changed later, and for right now, it's really just important to make sure that we remember the password. So you can use any password you want, just make sure you remember it. I personally am going to use simply password. And I'll click on Next. We're going to leave the default port of 5432, the default locale, and that should be just about it. So a couple more next here. There we go. And now it's actually doing the installation. I'm going to pause the video right here for just a moment as it finishes up the installation, and I'll join back with you in just a moment. Looks like the installation is all done. I'm going to click Finish to close out that window. I'm then going to go to my Start menu and then search for PG Admin. We should see a first result right here of PG Admin 4. This is a database management platform. So we're going to launch this and then connect to the Postgres database that is now running on your local machine. The first time you launch this, it'll take just a moment or two. And then once it's launched, we're going to be prompted to enter a password. The password that we're going to be asked to enter is a password just to access PG Admin. So the assumption here is that at some point in time, someone might get access to your computer, and you would not want them to open up pgadmin and start making changes to some databases that you might be connected to. That's the only use of this password that you're about to set right here. It is just to get access to pgadmin. I really recommend that you use the same password that you just entered over in the Postgres installer a moment ago. I'm going to do that, so I'm going to enter a password of password, and then hit OK. Next, we're going to click on Servers on the top left-hand side. As soon as you click on that, you're going to be prompted to enter a password. This is going to be the same password that you entered while you were installing Postgres just a moment ago. So my password was password. I'm going to enter that right now, and I'm going to select Save Password. I'll then click on OK, and then we'll see that little panel right there start to expand. And that's it. We're now connected to Postgres installed on your local machine. So let's take a pause right here and continue in just a moment.